Hello, everybody, again, and welcome to another episode of Stock Talk. I am your host, Mike, and with me, I have the gang with me.
Hi there.
Yo.
We got a decent show planned for you today, but first, before we start, we're not going to talk about stocks. We're going to talk about one of our sponsors there that sent us a product to try out. AZZARO for Men, the most wanted. This stuff, guys, is pretty decent stuff, and it's at a decent price, and the ladies will love you. We were given that by Influencer. I'm going to put this stuff on camera right now. Oh, dude,
they will love you long time.
Ooh, nice, guys. It gives off a good scent for if you're going out and you're trying to get a date with one of the ladies. They're going to love you with this stuff. It comes in the fancy bottle. This one is most wanted right here for men. This one is 100 milliliters, and it'll come at a decent price for you. And thank you, Influencer, for giving us this. And so we went onto the website here.
You want to use a liberal amount, dude. It's one of the only times I'm going to use that word. You want to use a liberal amount.
Yeah, you want to use a liberal amount because you don't want to attract the wrong type. You know what I'm saying?
The wrong place at the wrong time.
The wrong place, the wrong time. They'll drain you of dough. So going through this is their website right here, and they got all their fragrances you can check out, and it is very intoxicating. This is the vanilla one, and you can smell the vanilla flavor. What's that, Hog?
Milli?
Yeah.
Sorry, I think that's Kage's favorite group, I think.
Yeah, yes, you know it's
Milli
true.
Vanilli. Why would I want to like them?
I don't know. Why? You tell me.
Well, I don't. That's the thing. I've got better taste than Milli Vanilli.
I swear, dude. I remember when I got in your car that one time, you had a Milli Vanilli.
Milli Vanilli was dope, dude. Anyway, what do we got for the first stock we're going to talk about?
NRSN. NeuroSense Therapeutics Limited, right?
Okay, so go out and check out AZZARO today if you want to have a decent scent. I heard it's a popular brand too, so that's something to check out here. So we're going to put in NRSN. Okay, NRSN, guys. Looking at the chart year to date, let's go to her. Year to date. Hogs all struggling. Looks like this bad boy is a little bit cresting 2.5. NeuroSense Therapeutics Ltd. Last tick was $2.58. Going down to what would you say they do here? They're in the clinical stage biotechnology. The firm is focused on discovering the development treatments for patients suffering from debilitating neurodegenerative diseases. It involves 2 to 3 clinical trials using a product candidate, prime C patients with ALS, and commencement into possible indicators for the drug, including Alzheimer's, Parkinson's. The company was founded by Elon Ben Nguyen and is headquartered in Israel. Going on to stock twits, because that's where the real traders are at. Kage, what do you got on the twits?
I'm seeing bulls for this one, like this one from Vertical. We always love him because he always brings his receipts in the charts, in the comments. He says NRSN ran to the 3.3 level pre-market again. Target gained 25.7% after alerting, but it sold off intraday. And he's got his little chart in the comments.
Okay, what else you got?
How about this take from Trades Profit? No, not Trades Profit. Let's do Kush Gang. He says NRSN. It will come back to close it during 6 to 7 p.m. and PM is the real play, not AH. And he's responding to VG 2021, and he says NRSN, it's over bulls.
It looks like we lost Hog, huh? Can't, I don't see him on there, but maybe he'll jump on board. I got a Cremy Coles ad here, and we got another ad. It looks like we have NeuroSense Therapeutics stock. Why it surged 50% today? This was 2 days ago. The stock price of NeuroSense Therapeutics surged over 50% pre-market. Investors are providing positively that Neuroscience Therapeutics announced that stage 3 in the biomarker study it conducted with collaboration of Massachusetts General Hospital to evaluate Prime C NeuroSense lead combination drug candidate for the treatment of arrhythmic lateral sclerosis. And Primer C is being evaluated for NeuroSense phase 2B. The Paradigm study showed conclusion in its phase 2A study, which met primary endpoints. Kangi, do you think this is one of the safer plays, considering if when they hit that stage 3 area, when you get the news popping on that?
I think it's safe for the most part. Looking at the chart itself, it's actually not doing bad. It's way up from where it was in mid-April, and way up from where it was in May. So
yeah, considering that oil is predicted, and that they're wargaming in the outhouse, $200 a barrel oil. So this might be one of the safer plays to check out there. What do you got on the twits? What are some other people talking about on here with this stock?
Let me look. How about this take from, what was his name? Just Me Pam. He says, NRSN bullish. This is kind of movement that takes logical reasoning and loads it in a slingshot tethered to a bungee cord. Yep, these are always fun with a good case of whiplash, or better yet, like getting your ponytail stuck in a ceiling fan on high. I'm in. Let's roll. Swing. Go in circles. Whatever.
Looks like that would be laugh out loud, right?
Yeah, laugh out loud.
Yeah. The purpose of the initial ALS biomarker stage 1 was to characterize the baseline phenomenon observed in people living in ALS, and the study finds involved novel ALS biomarkers and adaptive prime C mechanism of action via analyst blood samples obtained from healthy people and people living with ALS TDP 43 accumulation and neuroinflammation. They're among the diseases of modifying targets along with miRNA dysregulation, ion accumulation, lysosomal dysfunction, and impaired autophagy. The study too investigated therapeutic effect of Prime C in NeuroSense phase 3 blood, or sorry, phase 2A blood. If we had phase 3, we wouldn't be sitting here. This thing would be through the roof more. Blood samples were analyzed to determine the longitudinal effect of Prime C biomarkers following 12 months administration with Prime C. Statistically significant changes in ALS biomarkers were observed in study participants. So going on the twits there, what else do you got for me, Kage?
How about this one from Nob Vega? He says, NRSN, what do you expect with a $6 million float? The MM is making a ton of money on volume. It's already coming back. I just want a $2.90 close and run to $4 for the fourth holiday. That's
not that far of a reach considering how far they go. With stage 3 looming there, and plus the other things they have in the pipeline, that's when you have to watch out for. See, the simple thing is that right now this stock is considerably and simply too cheap for where it is sitting. With some of their phases that they are going through and will get to, that's what you're hoping for to get to that mark that he's discussing. So that is a very, very, very excellent take by that guy that you found. What else do you have from there?
From that guy, I don't know if he's
just from anybody on the board. All takes on the board.
Okay. How about this one from Kush Gang? He says NRSN. It takes the whole world to move this thing up, but one person drop it 50 cents. Huh.
What else you got?
How about this one from A.E. Neglin, I think that's called. He says, our NRSN, I'm afraid an offering is to come. The private investors that have been invited just shorted the hell out of it. This, I'm afraid so.
Yeah, they've dive bombed this. They keep on doing the short market, and in the end, you can do that all the time, but eventually you are going to lose that game. So this is definitely worth a look. We're going to check it out, go on to the next, and try to reconnect with Hog for some reason. I don't know how we lost him. And we'll see you in 2 and 2. Peace. Okay, guys, the next stock we have is HTGM, HTG Molecular Diagnostics. Last tick was 0.9600. Going to the chart, well, it's the dive off from the sell off from the good times of the economy to the inflation times of the economy. So you have the correction of this stock, and it possibly could correct more. But keep on telling yourselves to buy the dip, buy the dip. Not a good thing there. Going on to what would you say they do here? They engage in the provision of molecular technology solutions that facilitate molecular profiling. It serves as a biopharma company's academic research centers, molecular testing laboratories. Its proprietary HTG EdgeSec technology automates complex with highly complex molecular profiling and solid liquid samples when limited amount. The company is headquartered in Tucson, or the People's Republic of Tucson, Arizona. Going on to stock twits, Kage, because that's where the real traders are at. What do you have on the twits?
I'm seeing mostly bulls in the comments. Looking at the chart, this stock had a rough year so far.
Pretty much all of them do.
How about this one from Prosperity Trades? He says he's a lifetime member on Stock Twits, and he says, nice and short today, thanks to the HTGM from the stock market. Long day outside of it otherwise. Have a happy 4th of July weekend and see you all on Tuesday. Day realized $12,298.02.
Dang. I'm sure there's a lot of bag holders. Is there a lot of bag holders in this too from the beginning from 2021?
From 2021,
You see
there is
one
bull that I'm looking at, and he says bull ready to eat it tomorrow, and it's from Doofus Rick.
Doofus Rick.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, they're right in the freaking four-wheelers out by me. Are they doing that out by you guys?
The four-wheeler?
Can't say that four-wheeling is happening where I am.
Yeah, not so much over here.
They're four-wheeling in the mud and the water. There was if you look on the channel in the video tonight, in the channel, there's a bunch of freaking rivers. The streets became rivers tonight. Flash flood, bad. So check it out.
Yeah, well, try not to go outside and
I was in it, man. I was in it ankle deep, man. So it looks like HTP early adopter program applied the comprehensive HTP to query 19,398 mNRA targets to force the understanding on how to treat bladder cancer patients who do not fall into categories identified by routine tissue staining. And according to the study authors in University of Frankfurt, Germany, a two-sided classification system based on CK56 and GATA3 expression using immunochemistry, IHC, not IHC, the hospital, but may be sufficiently reflective of heterogeneity bladder cancer to make treatment decisions. Guys, if this goes forward and coming along, regardless of the correction and everything, this is another one of those stocks where you're going to see when stages of research are hit, you're going to see those news program cycles hit all the time, and obviously your candles go up. So that's something to keep an eye out if you're looking into this type of stock. The HTP NRA expression profiling was to assist in identifying molecular and historical subtypes, which is important for the therapy selection of the heterogeneous group. Bladder cancer is known to be the second most malignancy, with 570,000 new cases worldwide each year, 25%. Why would you guys think that's big right now? Because of all the fake shit that we all eat and drink all the time?
Probably.
All the roids and stuff.
Yeah, that and all the diarrhea that they're putting in the food and everything and stuff like that. I mean, if you can go ahead and say that's black helicopter theory, but you are what you eat, and unfortunately, a lot of the stuff that's in the food is what were you gonna say there, Hunk?
Bad, dude.
Yeah,
it's bad, man.
Yeah, you gotta watch yourself because it's
getting worse, dude. It's
getting worse for sure. It looks like they have significant advances, including genomic characterization of tumors, help increasing a relatively low 5-year survival rate and improve treatment outcomes. The company expects HTP platform to aid in uncovering predictive biomarkers, helping identify patients who served by chemotherapy who could be spared by associated toxicity of such treatments. Going on to the twits, that's where the real traders are at. Kage, what do you got on there?
How about this take from, what was his name?
Spaghetti? Spaghetti?
How about this one from, well, I am eating spaghetti, but yeah.
You're eating on the show. Nice.
You gotta eat sometime, and you gotta figure out a way to keep going. Here's the take from KH Merck's Box Boy. He says HTGM.
The Box Boy?
Merck's Box Boy. That's what it says in his name.
I thought it says Box Boy. A boy. I was like, what?
It's funny how it's spelled, but he says
it's all good.
HTGM.
Correct if you're wrong.
Sometimes you get to keep it Kuvain, keep it new. Anything under $1 plus is a gold of a penny stock. Weight and no RS. And he's got a little thing in his comments from Kura. That's interesting.
What else do you have for the listeners on other people's takes?
Another person's takes. How about this one from Tickeron? He says, what do you think of this? HTGM enters an uptrend because momentum indicator exceeded the 0 level on June 28th, 2022. And it looks like the chart that he has in the comments is mostly positive for the foreseeable future and from July to August for this stock.
Tickeron's always bringing his receipts, and we always mention him on the show. If you are not following this guy on StockTwits, there's something you better start plugging him in because you're going to be able to get the algorithms and things like that. Make sure you're following this guy so you know what's happening here. If you're new to the show or new to StockTwits or things like that. Looks like do you have anything to add about that, Hog, or you just you just like
well, I'm just saying, dude, as long as it's not Kage disguised. The thing is, I'm pretty sure Kage has, like, he's freaking two-timing, dude. He's playing, he's reading his own comments on here, dude, and some of his characters that he has, but I don't think that's one of them. So
is it possible
that good to go. That one's legit.
Is it possibly that Kage is Tickeron on there?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It could be, but he didn't read it, so I don't know. I think we're probably good on that one. I'm just saying, keep an eye out.
Will the real Tickeron please stand
up? We're trying to weed out and find out which ones these are his characters, but yeah, that one looks legit.
Looks like the storm's rolling in. We're getting banging again. I guess that another line of showers comes in. It's gonna be funny when down the road's a river again at night, or not really, but it's gonna suck. But that's what happens when you build on a floodplain. I've been warning for years, man. It is what it is.
Is that where Eagle Mountain is?
Yeah, it's built. There's natural springs that run through everything here, so all the houses are on natural springs. Whoops. Looks like HTP requires a reduced sample amount. It's less sensitive RNA degradation, results from sample age and faster turnaround times. Currently available methods, the HTP is also known for a higher sample success rate for RNA sequence expression profiling. HTG previously released a series of white papers highlighting these capabilities, performance measures. The most recent can be found here. And you can see the key quote from the University Hospital of Frankfurt of the growing number of customer publications presented there. What else do you got on the twits, Kage, as far as other sentiments there?
How about this one from Tony U 2008? He says, HTGM, measuring approximately 20,000 mRNA targets using HTG's proprietary HTG EdgeSec-TM technology, HTP can be deployed to profile a wide range of diseases. In addition, I believe HTP can also be used to assist in identifying new drug candidates, develop molecular classification tools, and discover critical biomarkers. So he looks like he's in this stock, and he's interested in the science with it. So
it looks like the alphabets on Bazinga, looking at the chart with the candles there, they're calling this one bearish. So they're saying beware of the shorts. Now, do you guys remember a stock yesterday where they said it was bearish 2 weeks ago, and then what happened? Shot up like a freaking rocket. So just watch the alphabets, what they say. We don't tell you what to do on this show because that's not what we do. But that's pretty much all I got for this one. I mean, all the articles that they have on here, it's one of those stocks, like I said, that you can follow along, and it hits. It'll hit by what stages they come on, so you can get that. But I don't really have anything to add other than just watch those clinical trials and things like that. I got another thunderstorm heading in here. I could hear that there's thunder outside, so just got to make sure that we got we're not going to get flooded out here again.
As far as my take for the stock market and what these people are saying about each stock, actions speak louder than words. Watch what they're doing. What kind of plays did they do for other stocks? And are there indicators for saying that they're bull crapping people and only to buy all the cheap stuff? Or are they telling you to jump ship?
Yep. And you got anything to add there, Hog? Hog, are you the? Well, looks like Hoggeth is outeth. His mic got a cut there on Man on the Street there. But it's a good show, boys. Don't make it a dog show, and we'll see you tomorrow. And good night now.
Good night.